we'll be seeing those starts going off. There we go. Here we. Okay, so we're gonna start off Link's house for most of our runners. Big 20 there. Not much starting off early on, but the race has only just begun. We got a map check here.
We've got a Crystal and Hera. I saw that. GFE's the only one with bombs so far. So they're going to go straight for Kakariko, I think.
Most actually looks like Scruff and Gamachu are heading to. Oh yeah, got those bonk rocks early. Might as well check that chest, get it out of the way. Not much there, unfortunately. Ooh, bombs from the tree pull. That's still really good as we head into Uncle. And Zelda-san heading over to Sir Hostele's closet since he got those early bombs. Okay. So we got, I think it's Crystal 6 at Hera, too. So we got a 5-6 Crystal on a Pendant Desert.
They already went, like, every way.
Yeah, but we're not seeing much item-wise here, unfortunately. So we're still waiting on that big item play. We're going to get a Lumberjack check here from GFE. We're going to find out if Aghanim is going to be required.
That's a good early check. Nope, no Agha required. That's just a little bit of love on the ledge. I'm going to call it now. I think GFE made the right call going Sanctuary first here.
He seems to be on the right track here. Again, you know, it's pure luck on that one. You know, it's about what routes you take, what gambles you make, and which ones pay off. One of my favorite sayings. And that's what we're seeing here, is it looks like GFE may have just been... Oh, he definitely made the right route.
Whoo! Gamachu and Mr. Scruff Ninja are going deep into Hyrule Castle. Meanwhile, GFE has the flute already. Zelga Dyson is coming right up behind him. Ooh, GFE can afford everything so far on his path.
Yeah, this is definitely the right call here for GFE, and Zelga-san not too far behind.
I think you might have been right.
Yep. Not much starting off in the dungeon either, so yeah. We'll have to see. We're going to be seeing a lot of different items pulled off very quickly here. But this works out for GFE because he's starting out and he's going right to Kakariko with the flute, which means he's going to activate that right away. That's going to add on top of the boost to a super fast run.
And there's not anywhere he does. Yeah, there's nowhere he can't go. That was a double negative. My English teacher would slap me upside the head with a dictionary.
And we
Power Gloves
and
Moon Pearl.
Holy cow! That is a loaded blind touch.
Wow, you know, I said it. I didn't really believe it, but I said it.
And Titan's Mitts! Titan's Mitts in Blind Hut. That is a triple whammy.
Was the play.
No, Blind Hut was the play.
Kakariko, let's go.
Indeed, what a big start there for GFE. Let's see, more rupees.
And he's about to have enough money for Zora. That's the only other big purpose.
And Fire Rod.
Man. Is it getting hot in here? Because this scene's heating up.
Indeed. We also found a bottle of Boot Plotion in Zelda's treasure chest to boot. So they're going to get the Sick Kid check on top of everything else we've just seen. Scruff Ninja taking the Death Warp back. There's the Swag Net from the bottle vendor. He's going to activate his flute real quick.
So, about that jet seed.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep the jet going because the goose is loose.
Honk.
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 I can tell somebody was watching GDQ.
No. I missed that run, unfortunately.
I was there live. I was there in Orlando for that. That was amazing. But
see, I always mean track. Yep. Nothing in the chicken hut.
Nothing in the chicken hut. Zelda-san activating their flute. Everyone else checking. It looks like Scruff Ninja might actually be going into the back end of Escape. Gotta check that out. Might get something out of that.
That is a risky gamble. Especially since he's not really going to be able to tell what he gets unless he checks his inventory. But GFE is going to be able to completely clear out Kakariko here, and that's putting him in pretty pretty definitively like in the lead right now.
Yep. He's going to go ahead and just run the race game, not going to even bother checking it ahead of time, which, in my opinion, is the better call. If it's nothing, you got the flute, you won't miss much.
Well, especially in this case.
Something important, you say.
Well, especially in this case because they're already here, and they can just save and quit out to go back to Link's house, where he's got a chest waiting for him. He doesn't know what's in there, and then he can just do the South Shore high roll. And it's a
fighter sword. And we've already got a Dark World access here for Zelda-san. He's, we got Bits and Moon Pearl, so we're going to get an early Dark World run.
And he's not even saving and quitting. He's using the flute. Good for him.
Yep.
And we're getting... Oh, I thought he was going to go into Mire.
I thought so too, but he doesn't have a mirror, so that would have been kind of pointless to check early on. But he is going to go over to Agina's cave. Meanwhile, Zelda-san working his way through Village of Outcasts.
It is a bunch more checks, but I think clearing out Light World is probably a good idea in this case.
It's hard to say. Either way could work.
Different routes for different people. Ice Palace Turtle Rock Pendants. Ooh.
Oh. Yep.
That is an interesting collection. Unfortunately, that does mean we're not going to see a Bowless Seed.
Nope. Both Eastern and Pod require the bow, so that is going to be a guaranteed bow play. But you know what? That just means more fun for...
I wonder if we're going to see Harapot glitch.
Ooh, that might be interesting. GFE going to take the cue, check that Sith Kid since he's got that bottle now. You got the one from Agina's cave. Oh, nothing there. But we're also going to see the digging game. We're just seeing so much going on at once because, well, meanwhile, Scruff Ninja is checking out the South Shore. Already over at the dam. Ooh. And finds Mirror on the outside.
Well then. Meanwhile, GFE is actually dipping Mire. Decent check. But without Mirror, you're right, it is a little soon. I didn't see what...
Since we know where the mirror is.
Yeah, I didn't see where the pendant, what pendant was, medallion was required, but...
Yeah, chat sees it, they might have they'll comment on it. If our trackers up.
That's a side quest already? We're getting the smithy.
We've got the smith in play already, as Scruff Ninja Tuna heading into the mini Moldorm cave.
There's so much going on.
It is absolute chaos right now. That early Kakariko play has just blown the seed wide open within less than 10 minutes. Let's see if Mini Moldorm Cave. We got a cave. That's not too bad.
That's not too shabby.
Is there anything else? No.
Ether.
Oh, we got the lightning. Yeah, got the bolt coin. Little Harry Potter coin action up in there. Oh, and someone said we got powder.
Powder? Where?
I did not see where powder was. Well,
I believe it.
Regret cave time. Apparently, Zelga-san got powder on the way, probably from Old Stumpy. If I got my route correct.
Maybe.
Let's see. Well,
not so.
I call that a 1 out of 10.
Not even.
Because of the 300 rupees, no. I call that a 1 out of 10 at best.
No, we've already hit 1 300 rupee. Like
still,
2 300 rupee drops is no.
It comes down to Zor. If Zor is good, then that's actually it's a 1 maybe 2 out of 10 high cave tops, but no higher than that.
1.5.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
Although let's be honest,
doing all the
if we're using decimals in a 1 to 5 rating scale, what's the point of the 1 to 5 rating scale?
I usually use 1 to 10.
But then you use like 2.5, and then it's like... Anyway.
Also, we got water walking going on over here on Scruff Ninja.
Going into the wishing cave. Zelga has a flute. I think he forgot. Or not? I don't know.
Checking back of escape. Not. Oh, hammer!
Wow.
This game getting fast already, folks. We're already hitting some big item plays here from all fronts.
So I have to ask, is one of the other conditions of fast Ganon open also more items in the tier 0 sphere?
No, that's just the seed being generous today.
Oh my goodness. Oh, GFE just not even wasting time. Fire Rod straight to the dome of the Morningstar Knight.
Yep, these guys are playing hardball here tonight.
And it's just a map in the back of Escape. Oh,
that's the worst.
That's a heartbreaking check. All right, so GFE's got his. Someone picked up their mirror. I don't know who.
I think it might have been Zelga, because I think he ran South Shore. Oh no, he's going to Meyer. I know somebody has the mirror.
Besides Gamachu. All right, GFE's going to pick up his hammer.
Yeah, he's going to be very happy with this call.
Okay, so Ninja has the hammer, the mirror.
Okay.
There's so many items!
So much going on. I know, it's impossible to keep track of everything. It's been absolute madness since it started.
And Zelga still has the Frog World Tour going on.
That Smith's got to be wondering, what the heck? Poor Jeremiah, he's just like, what am I doing?
I just want to go home. Can I go home, please? No. We must explore.
We will explore this world together.
Oh, might be taking him home now.
Yeah, I think it's fine. He's getting bombs up. Nope, he's still going to Kakariko.
This isn't my home. You're breaking and entering. Why are you stealing that poor old woman's money? She was nice to us. Her chickens. They need that money for feed. How dare you?
In the meantime, GFE going to be checking out, getting his mirror here. Meanwhile, Gamachu heading over to Zora. Let's see what's on the ledge.
Ooh.
Oh, Ice Rod.
It's not required, but that's nice to know.
Yeah.
That's an item they don't have to worry about in their pool.
Well, let's see what Zora's got as we rise for the Length of Past National Anthem. Ooh, scammed again. Lifeless.
How bad would it feel if Ice Rod was blocking Bow?
That means Trinex would have Bow.
Yeah.
That is evil.
I like being evil. I have a mustache. I could twirl it.
And Zelga-san finding out the Smiths are not only counterfeiters, but they're pretty cheap ones because they only had 1 rupee.
Ooh. Look, business is just a little bad recently. They'll turn it around. They took out a small loan of $1 million. I'm not going anywhere else with this joke.
Yeah, that could end badly.
Ooh, GFE's going up to... Nope, I'm wrong.
Going to Ice Cave.
Yep.
Ice Rod Cave.
He spent all his money on the world tour. Yes!
Nice one, chat. Nice one. But you know what I noticed? We're coming up on 15 minutes in pretty soon. We've done all these items, and we haven't even dipped a single dungeon yet.
Not yet. Swords are probably there. You know, I think if I were in GFE or Gamachu's position right now, I would be making my way towards Death Mountain. Speak of the devil.
I think he read your mind.
No. He's got... Yeah, he's reading my mind. Ooh, yeah. Get that old man. Alright, Gamachu has his information, and he's heading into Mothula. He could beat Mothula. 4 hearts Mothula, let's do it. That's not the worst call I've seen. Although you have to be pretty confident in your Mothula fight for that.
Especially with only 4 hearts and no male upgrades. That's... Oh no! GFC takes a death on Death Mountain before it can even get the old man up there.
Well,
that is heartbreaking.
I mean, it lives up to its namesake.
That is true.
Now, was he killed by boulders or in the cave?
He was killed by cabbages.
Cabbages got loose of the cart.
Didn't even
We
get
got
much.
2 people in Skull Woods right now.
This is crazy.
Now,
I kind of like GFE's reasoning here. He's got the hammer. He's got the mirror. He can check East Death Mountain. This is a good call to make.
honestly, yeah. I'm not against Gamachu or Zelga Deason's call either. Both of them having a sword means that this is doable, and doing it early means that they can also access Thieves Town as well, like while they're there. So it's good routing for dungeon clearing, I think. While GFE's is more item finding. GFE is still searching for something, while Zelga and Gamachu are trying to clear. I want to say he's searching for a hookshot. Or flippers.
There's a lot of good items still floating around there. Early big key there for GFE over in Tower of Hera.
Let's see if we can just
skip.
skip.
Gamachu got wall mastered.
Ooh. I mean, that's not that big a deal in this part, though, is it?
Not too bad, but it's still frustrating. You don't want to deal with that.
Alright, so we didn't get a Harapot from GFE. Will any of the others try it? Ooh.
I don't think so, because early big key means you can check the chests on the way. I don't see any reason why you would want a Harapot. That's only if you don't have the big key and you just want to get straight to Moldorm.
Well, no, Harapot lets you get...
no hook shot. No hook shot.
Bomb
The
jump.
hook shot for that. Oh, there's that too, but still.
Yeah, like what GFE's doing right here.
Yeah, and it looks like Gamachu's gonna be our first boss fight here, taking on Mothula.
Let's hope they succeed.
Well, they got the fire rod, so if they use their shots carefully, they can whittle his health down quite a bit and not have to rely on the sword too much.
Oh, with the blue pot.
That's a good call there. Keep that magic going. And he does it!
Well, you have to take into consideration, I believe Fire Rod will do at least level 3 sword damage. I would have to get my...
pretty helpful.
I'd have to double check my math, but it's... Fire Rod's enough to kill pretty much every enemy in the game. Every normal enemy.
But first blood goes to Gamachu, though. GFE going to be using hammer strats on Trolldorm. As long as he doesn't get knocked off, he should be able to take it. Oh, nicely done! And Zelga-san right behind.
That is disappointing for GFE, because now he has to go into the basement.
Yep. We're also seeing purple chests here from Scruff Ninja Tuna. Oh, he's going to take a stop over at the Mirror Cave.
Wasn't this like Cave 42 or something?
It's official, like they've called it Cave 45, but I've heard they don't want to call it that because that's just simply the map number. But I call it Mirror Cave because it's the only cave that doesn't already have a name that you have to use the mirror.
And isn't wordy like Cave south of Grove?
Cave south of Grove, which I've never liked that name. By the way, we saw Blue Mail hiding out in Floating Island.
That's interesting. Maybe useful if they don't find too many. I would probably pick that up with as low hearts as we've got.
If we don't find the other mail upgrade later on, but we're seeing Spiral Cave here on GFE, not much there.
Well, you see, that's the kind of call you have to pull the trigger on early, though. Because going backward is going to take longer than just doing it right now.
Not seeing any big plays here, unfortunately. Though GFE is about to hit the mother load here because we've got Paradox Cave and Super Bunny Cave coming up. And if he finds hookshot along the way up there, that's going to be huge given where he's at.
Yeah. Hookshot would give him access to Hookshot Cave, and that's a lot of chests to check right all in a row, which I think was his goal.
That's what I'm getting at there. Yeah, that's what he's probably counting on. He's hoping to find Hookshot here to maximize the item chances here.
I mean, the odds are in his favor.
Given what we've still got left access, but we got so many dungeons left, it could be anywhere right now. Just depends on what we find in here. Oh, we got Cane of Brian. That's not too bad.
Blue Cane's nice. That'll make blind really quick.
Master Sword, and there's our other male upgrade.
Okay, so at this point, 6 hearts. Do you go for the red mail?
That's a good question.
Because I red mail would make direct damage from blind trivial.
Oh, we got Bombos hiding in Thieves Town.
Oh, everyone's going to pick that up, so that's good. That'll give them access to Mire. We don't need to worry about Turtle Rock, so whatever's on that one's pendant is pointless.
Yep. Well, GFE heading over to Super Bunny Cave. And there's Tempered Sword. We've got the Cheeto Sword.
GFE's turned into the Flame Swordsman. Oh, GFE, why are you even checking this? It's Quack.
It's Quack.
Quack is whack.
Oh, he's going to go into the Hookshot Cave. He can get the first chest down on the bottom through Bonk's Trash, which is in logic these days. Anything outside of that, though, he's going to need the Hookshot.
It looks like he's going for the mail.
Nope, he's just getting a heart and getting out of dodge.
Okay. So, now where do you go? Spike?
He might... yeah,
Spike.
Spike. He's got full magic and Cane of Brian. It's in logic.
And Cape.
And Cape, yeah.
Although I think Cane of Burna takes less mana, doesn't it?
I think so? I can never remember which one uses less.
I think Cane of Brian uses less, but Mirror Cape...
Oh, it's the final arrow.
Oh, I looked at it, I thought it was Hookshot. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, it's the final arrow, as I like to call it.
Meanwhile, Zelga and Gamachu are deep in Thieves Town.
They've been blazing through it very quickly. It is... Wow. These guys... This shows you the quality of our runners here, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are no slouches when it comes to Link of the Past. And you're seeing just why. I mean, I saw GFE earlier this week. Oh.
GFE? Where are you going, you sly?
He's going to Checkerboard.
That's a good call.
I've seen Checkerboard pay off more often than not.
Confirmed by chat. Stargazer 1977. Burna takes less mana. Which I think makes sense because Cape can get you past bumpers, which was a really fun thing when it was a common practice in ROM hacks.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the age of ROM hacks?
Oh yeah. Zelda-san, by the way, actually just caught a fairy and put it in a bottle, so they'll have an extra life if they need it. As Gamachu now taking on Blind, they've got Fighter Sword and Green Mail. This is going to be a challenge.
Not really, because while yes, they'll take more damage, they don't do more damage than anyone else will on Blind. Blind will still take 9 hits to kill, no matter what sword upgrade.
He does good. Galls the script very carefully, takes no hits, and takes out Blind. Very impressive work there by Gamachu.
Now let's see if Zelga can follow the script.
Yeah, for those who don't know, if you follow a certain pattern, you can basically trick Blind into a very specific pattern and dodge every attack very easily. And you're kind of seeing that from Zelda-san. He is dodging everything with pinpoint precision and takes no hits. That is very well done.
I almost want to say that was cleaner than Gamachu's.
It's a debate there, that's for sure. Both of them do a fantastic job with block. I wish I could do that kind of skill with Blind. That is insane.
Okay, so all it takes is practice, and you too can make Blind follow the script. When you've put hundreds of hours into the runs like these guys,
it's pretty much just second nature to you to be able to follow that script.
Yeah.
All right, I got a peg cave check from Zelda-san. Finds a shield. Says, "No, thank you. I don't need the lag."
GFE also using ether to clear out the room. Good strategy. I always forget that the mummies die to that instead of just getting frozen. Because don't they freeze from Ice Rod?
I don't remember.
I could go test this real quick, but I don't feel like it. Ooh, have we seen Hammerpack yet?
Yes, we have. We just saw it on someone else's side, and it was just a shield.
Ah, yes. GFE's cleared Mothula out. Zelga is finally picking up Mirror?
Yep. A little late to the party on that one, but hey, you know what? Whatever works.
Still happy to see it. GFE killed Mothula before I even noticed he was fighting it.
That's how good these guys. Again, I've seen GFE. He kicked some serious tail earlier this week in another race that I watched.
Oh, old man. Okay.
He's taking care of old man right now.
Goomba taking old man for a walk.
Gotta watch out for those dead rocks, the unofficial mascot of the Zelda Randomizer, because they are the trolliest enemies you will ever find, as you can see there.
Imagine if they just replaced all the normal enemies with dead rocks.
I'm pretty sure most of the runners would have a riot over that. And not the good kind.
With Randomizer, that can happen.
Yeah, but the odds of every enemy getting replaced with dead rocks is pretty slim, but the Randomizer can be quite the troll. I've seen it myself.
Oh, dead rock flag win. Even bosses, dead rocks. You can't actually win. All your base are belong to us. It's just not a good run unless I'm being called a monster in chat.
Now, I'm looking at I keep my own tracker when it comes to the items and stuff that they find, and they're quickly running out of locations to check here. I think Desert might be a good call, because that one's full clearable. Even though it's a pendant, you might can get a couple items out of it. Oh, some rage slashes there from Scruff Ninjas. Like, I went through Spike Cave for that.
I'd say Meyer.
Myers, oh yeah, Myers
is completely clearable, and then you can dip into Desert immediately.
Myers not completely clearable because we are still one item short for that.
That's right. We are missing the cane, aren't we?
Yes, we are. We've got the other cane. We don't have that.
We have the useless cane, not the useful cane. Which is really weird because you'd think immortality would be really useful.
You'd think, but it's so limited. Trust me, you will know when we get Cane of Samaria. Anyone who knows me knows I honor a particular fellow commentator with whenever the Cane of Samaria show. Shout out to my buddy Phantom Ryu for that. We got near sync going on here between Scruff Ninja and Zelda Dasan, both getting the big key for Tower of Hera there.
Wow, it is actually synced. Different strategies, though. Oh, they can't do the pot glitch because they don't have the hook shot. So we're kind of just retreading old ground as Scruff, Gamachu, and Zelda all make their way towards Tower of Hera. Or through Tower of Hera.
They're on their way up there or heading through it now. And GFE, yeah, working through the Village of Outcasts.
So GFE's got to be thinking, where can I go next after this? What is the next route?
Well, he's still got Thieves Town to do, so he can do that real quick.
Yeah. And he is stacked for Thieves Town.
Oh, absolutely. Blue Mail and Tempered Sword. Thieves Town is going to be a joke. Especially if he can do the script like the others have.
An interesting idea. You kind of brought it up earlier, but what if you clear the front half of Desert and then go into Mire?
You know, I could see that. Like that's kind of what I was getting at earlier. Was like, go through Desert, because even if it's a pendant dungeon, if there's one thing I've learned about the Link to the Past randomizer, especially in these later generations, always check pendant dungeons.
If they're nearby.
Fair point, but still, if you have the chance to check a pendant dungeon, it's probably a good idea to, especially if it's an easy one like Desert, give it a quick run through, because you never know. It might just have an item. I've seen so many runners get completely screwed, skipping a pendant dungeon thinking, oh, it's a pendant, there's not going to be anything there, and there end up being like the item they're looking for just happens to be there.
Pod is another one that's also a good idea to check early. Mostly because you can combine a pod and an Eastern check if you really want to.
If you have the bow, that's an absolute must. Like, if you have the bow, that is like, go check pod and Eastern.
Well, if you have the bow, it's not a check pod, it's a clear pod.
Well, no, that's Eastern. You actually need hammer for pod, remember?
They have hammer.
Unless you want to use bomb strats on Helmassar.
They have hammer.
I'm just saying, normally.
Yeah, okay.
Generally speaking here. We're not talking about this race in particular.
Bow, hookshot, and flippers in EP. Are there 3 items in EP?
Yeah, I believe so, actually. Yeah,
that could happen.
Yeah, there are exactly 3 items in EPE. So, yeah, it's very possible. Wouldn't count on it, but...
I've seen worse instances. Gamachu, no! He has a fairy.
Gamachu takes a death to Trolldorm.
No, he doesn't! That was Zelda that had the fairy. Gamachu, no!
Gamachu did not have the fairy, so he takes a death. He's gonna have to go all the way back up the tower.
That's right, we don't have Lamp either, so that means Eastern Palace is currently out of logic.
Good boy.
I wonder how excited someone would be if they saw like Scruff Ninja be like, I'm gonna hover these ledges and see what's in those chests.
Yeah. Oh, people were talking about it earlier. They want to see some hover strats, but only a few select people know how to hover.
Crazy enough to practice that, yeah.
Okay, so looking at my tracker, there's two item locations that have not been checked yet that could have items.
GFE
Pyramid
not
Ledge.
even bothering with the script. He threw it out.
But yeah, we have the Pyramid Ledge and Catfish still in play. And I don't think anyone's checked... I don't know if anyone's checked Bumper Cave or not.
Yes. GFE checked Bumper Cave.
Okay, so that was a dead bust, I assume.
Yeah. Hera Base hasn't been checked, but I don't think there's an item in there. I think it's a map.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, at this point, I would say our best bet
Dungeons.
is either going to be... Well, yeah, outside of dungeons, though. And again, desert's the only full clearable one. The rest is a gamble no matter what. The two outside dungeon spots, the two overworld spots left are Catfish and Pyramid Ledge.
Either way, we're going to have to see a gamble. Somebody's going to have to pull the trigger on it.
Question is who and where?
I'd say... I keep saying GFE like I'm rooting for him over everyone else, but realistically, GFE's probably in the best position to do a gamble. Or at least the closest one to anywhere. Nope, I'm wrong. Zelga is closer. And it looks like they're checking Mire. We don't know how deep they're going.
Actually,
they're going to desert.
They're going to desert. This could be big.
Ooh, GFE's doing the side quest.
Oh no, that's got to be a bust. But so right now our eyes are on Zelga Dasan. See what he finds in Desert Palace. First thing he's probably going to do is check the torch. We know he's going to get whatever's there. There's the small key, so that opens up the right side. And there's the compass. It's still waiting on... Where is that? Got two items still located in Desert to find.
Dude.
See if we find something here. Clear out the enemies.
Oh, there's that shield.
Couldn't escape the lag. Let's see if this chest is... This will probably be the big key here, so there's potential... He's not even going to check the big chest. He's going straight up.
I'm not sure I agree with this call.
Well, he can always go back and check it again once he gets done with
it. It is a green pendant.
That's true. Green pendant, which means there's another item potential. If there was any pendant dungeon to do, that's another reason why I was saying desert might be a better dungeon to do. Because green pendant, that means Sarhasala may have an item. And again, in a case like this, it's better to check and be wrong than to pass it up and miss it out.
It's a gamble, and if the gamble pays off.
Yep. And this is especially true because a lot of the other runners may not think to check this for a while, and it could delay them forever. Meanwhile, Zelga Dasan, if there is an item either on Land Molus, in the big chest, or on Sarhasala, that's going to give him an amazing lead, and he can just take that and run with it. Also, a quick note for the trackers, Zelga Dasan does have Tempered Sword, and they're marked for Master.
Bat was checked. It was a piece of heart.
Yep, that was a bust.
Kind of disappointing. Landmole is down. Oof.
Oh, well, Big Chest was, actually, he made the right call. Big Chest was a little bit of a bust. It's just the map there, but he's got the green pendant.
Yep. Now, is he going to check Mire?
That's a good question. And no worries there, RG Commander, one of our trackers here in the chat. Trust me, I was talking about this earlier before the race. When you've got 4 runners doing so many crazy things at once like we've been seeing here tonight, it's amazing anyone can keep up with this. So shout out to our trackers for keeping us straight when we certainly can't.
Scruff has finished Mothula off. I think I've missed Mothula dying in every single instance. I'm not even kidding. And yes, we are getting a dive into Mire.
This could be interesting, folks. If the Game of Samaria is in here, this will be a huge play for Zelda-san. If not a big loss, but it's gonna be enough.
Well, the big issue here is there's so many chests to check, and I believe there's only 2 items in Mire.
That's the tricky thing about Mire. Yeah, so many items, but most of them are keys because there's just so many locked doors here in Mire, and there's only 2 items to find.
You don't even need all the keys, technically.
Not if you know what you're doing.
Which, with the way Zelga's clearing that room, beautiful.
Zelga is no newbie, I can tell you that. I have seen many of his races in the past. I know this guy's a good runner. If anyone can pull off a good play, it's going to be Zelga.
So we are looking for any progression item right now. Anything that unlocks something else. Preferably stuff in a dungeon, but, you know, I'll take a shovel at this point. And a catfish from GFE.
This is the check I was waiting for here earlier. Let's see if the catfish has anything. Nope.
Just some ammo.
And he's about to get scammed by Zora here. And yes, chat, we have 4 custom sprites here tonight. Scruff Ninja Tuna playing as a Goomba, Gamachu playing as Pikachu, GFE12 running as Ness, and Zelga-san as good old Phoenix Wright. Objection!
Overruled. Anyway. Zelga found one of the items in Mire. It's just a shield upgrade, but we now know where all 3 of those are.
That always helps.
Shovel that lock Titan's mid. Oof.
Now for the worst cutscene in the game. Not the longest, just the worst, because unlike the other cutscenes like this, you literally just sit there and watch the screen shake for a minute and nothing happens. You don't get to see any.
Yeah. Flippers!
Oh, there we go. Flippers!
We got Swamp Palace. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that is every item in this dungeon that you can access.
He needs to mirror out because he's done. I don't know what he's still looking for, because if he found the shield earlier and he's got the flippers, that is both items. So I guess he's just looking for a big
wrong.
Key. No, there's only 2 items. My tracker says as much. That's it.
So yeah, time to dive swamp.
Or ice, if you really want to be brave.
Let's not. I'm okay with checking. I'm okay with checking pendants, but that's a rough call. Okay, so he's looking for the big key. I think he wants to be able to just run straight for the end.
That makes sense. I can see the logic behind that. Oh, keep your eyes on Gamachu. He's over near Pod right now. Gotta take a visit to everyone's favorite little extortionist, Kiki the Monkey, as we head into what me and Dr. Bobtastic like to call the Mullet Mansion. Why do we call it that? Well, that's very simple, my friends. When it comes to Pod, most of the keys tend to be towards the front of the dungeon, and most of the good items tend to be floating towards the back. So like any good mullet, it's business in the front, party in the back.
Didn't they actually fix that in Logic a couple patches ago?
Not that I'm aware of.
To make it so it's a little more scrambled?
Kind of a little bit more, but it still kind of holds true.
GFE messed up the water walking glitch?
Eh.
No, it's working.
He's got fake flippers is what he's got.
Yeah. What's the difference between water walking and fake flippers?
Fake flippers is, as you see there, as soon as you jump into the water,
you transition.
If you jump into the water right on the transition, the game thinks that, okay, you're safe to swim. It only checks for flippers after a second if you're in the water, but if you hit the transition, it just assumes you have them.
Okay, and then water walking is when you go into, like, the wishing cave.
Yeah, usually that's the main way to access water walking, though there are alternative methods. But basically, yeah, you go into the cave while water walking here, especially with the moon pearl, and it doesn't know how to handle it, so it just kind of puts you in that kind of state. It's one of the many glitches of Japanese version 1.0. It looks like Gamachu's gonna probably try to set up for yep, he's gonna set up for bottle glitch here. Got a little close, but he pulled it off. He's gonna off-screen them, and the door's open. There's another key there for Gamachu. As Scruff Ninja takes out Blind. Yeah, so you can see right here. How many keys has he found so far as Gamachu? Mullet Mansion. He's going to exit the room to reset the enemy so that they don't get in his way, and he's going to head into the back.
I think this is our first pyramid check, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So Zelda-san might find something here. We'll have to see. Nope. Total bust.
Green rupee. GFE with the Meyer play as well.
Yeah. Also, I think Tracker should note that we did get the green pendant from on Gamachu's end because he did go to Desert. I remember he finished that. Okay, I did not see. There was nothing in there. There was an item in that chest. We did not see what it was. I can definitely explain how that happened. Because the room was still somewhat dark, the item didn't actually appear. That usually happens when the room is dark. Yeah. Completely dark, but I guess it just didn't show up this.
Apparently it was boots.
If that's the case, that's... I would have figured they would have replaced that. Oh, so that actually is... okay, well, I have been corrected. So because we start with the boots, there's an empty chest in the run, and we just happen to find...
Should just make it a report.
Something. But we can't see what any of the items were there in Pod.
Make it a black hole report.
Like any... Oh, God. Now you're just being evil.
All of your rupees.
No, lamp... Lamp and EP?
Lamp and EP?
Well, he's kind of screwed himself out of checking EP now because he just kind of created that. So he's going to have to do something else now. Oh, he's checking Peg Cave. Or no, he's checking Bat. He has
odd time to check Bat. But alright. I'll allow it.
He's going to be screwed because there's nothing in there.
Zelda actually picking up the ice rod.
He's got the flipper, so he can pick that up now.
I don't know why. Like, you pick up the ice rod, that means you intend to fight Trinex. There's no other reason. Are they going ice?
Oh, here we go. Zelda-san heading to Ice Palace.
We're getting the gambles. Let's see if it pays off.
This could be good.
Could be bad.
Oh, And chat's got a point. Let's see. You know what? There is one distinct possibility. There is one item still logically available on the pedestal.
It's Bo, isn't it?
I'm doing the logic in my head. I'm calculating the logic in my head.
There's 2 items.
It can't be the hook shot because Ice Palace technically requires it.
No, it can't be hook shot because... Does Ice Palace require it?
Ice Palace technically requires hook shot. Yeah, okay, might not, but still, the odds, again...
We're getting conflicting options here. I'm just going to say...
It depends. Still, I would reasonably guess that hook shot's not going to be on pedestal. Like, that's a fair assumption to make here.
Oh, no, it can't be Kane either.
There's only one item that is absolutely possible to be on pedestal.
Bow.
The bow. Bow can absolutely be on pedestal because all 3 dungeons all 3 pendant dungeons, none of them require the bow.
Chat wants a blind book pull.
I think they mean a blind ped pull.
No. They want Ped to have a book, I think.
Oh, I see what he's saying. Yeah, that's... I see what you're saying, Siberian. Yeah, basically, pull the ped, get a book.
You gonna learn to read.
You gotta earn your right to read, boy.
Bo being in GT would be hilarious.
But GT's not accessible.
Impossible because of the way the seat is.
Yeah, that wouldn't be possible, so rule that out right now.
It would still be hilarious. And I want it to happen. Can you imagine a fast Ganon seed where you still had to go through all of GT?
So, the only way that could happen, there's only one way you do that could happen. Bo at inevitable conclusion.
When you say inevitable conclusion, I assume you mean the very last... That's a Quake!
That's a Quake. But here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. Both... Because Bo is now an upgradable... Is now a...
Shovel!
Hey, shovel! Here, the bow is now treated like the sword and shield and the mail, whereas the first time you get it, it's the bow. The second time, it's silvers.
Okay.
It's not just individual items. So you'd have to have both the bow and the silvers in Ganon's tower for that to be viable.
I think the trolliest quote I ever see out of Ganon is, did you find the silver arrows in Ganon's tower?
Actually, I could do you one better. Last race I commed, the silvers ended up being on the pedestal.
Ooh. So, Zelga just got 2 items that could send them on a tangent. But the bow!
Oh!
Time to bail! 3 items!
You found all the items, including the bow. That is what Zelga's gamble just paid off.
That is a full clear of Eastern Palace and Pod that they have access to. Nobody's gonna check this soon. Gamachu might check this soon.
Yeah, Gamachu. Yep, Gamachu's banking the play, and he's gonna be thankful he did. But everyone else, but both Scruff and GFE, that's not something that's gonna cross their mind for a while. This is an amazing play by Zelga-san.
Scruff is going deep in Pod.
What did I say earlier? What did I say earlier about
Pendant Dungeons have the goods? So, what's in Turtle Rock?
Oh, God. Zelga-san going to turn this green pendant. Scruff just turned this in, and it's only 300 rupees. At this point, kind of useless, but still. I called it. And, no, chat, Red Cane cannot be in Turtle Rock because you need Red Cane to even get into Turtle Rock.
But Hookshot on Trinex. What if Mushroom on Trinex? That leads to Book. That leads to Hookshot.
So many fetch quest potentials here. Still, good call by Zelga-san. Like I said at the beginning of the race, it's about what routes you take, what gambles you make, and what gambles pay off. Obviously, it's a little bit of luck, but it also takes a lot of skill to decide which way you're going to go and how you're going to get there. These guys know how these routes work, and when sometimes it comes down to taking a big gamble, which is what we just saw, and it just paid off dividends for Zelga, just like it will soon for Gamachu.
That's if he doesn't dip out immediately after finding some of the other items.
If he knows there's still an item in Ice Palace, he's going to search it through it. Once he knows he's gotten all of the items in Ice Palace, he's gone. If he knows there's still an item left in there, he's not going to jump out of here this quickly because Ice Palace is a pain of a dungeon. If you go in there, you are committed.
But what if you die?
That will be a disaster.
Like, if you die in Ice Palace, but you know there's one item left, do you go back in for that last item? Or do you just write it off?
Going on for GFE and Zelga.
Ooh.
The only difference is that GFE's going to have the bottle glitch while Zelga's got the bow. But no, I agree. That is the challenge right there. Do you gamble that if you have to go through all that again? Like, the first time, you're committed. You're going in. But if you die, that's when you have to ask yourself the hard question. Are you willing to take that chance?
Is it worth it? Dying to cold stairs. Definitely one of the worst feelings.
The absolute worst. I have seen runners get completely blue screened dying to cold stare because it's just so brutal.
You know what's almost as bad? Misery Mire Boss.
Vitreous, yeah. Vitreous is right up there. Because there's just such a...
Dying to Aga too.
I think I've only ever seen that once.
I think if I died to Aga too, I would just set the controller down and walk away for a few minutes. Because there's just... how do you respond to that? Because for one, Aga 2 is one of the easiest bosses in this game. Flat out. Aghanim is a joke for anyone who even contemplates speedrunning this game.
Oh, another one from the chat. Taking a Ganon fall after you kill him. Because you accidentally dashed off the ledge before the bridge spawned.
Does that respawn Ganon?
Yes, it does.
Oh! That's such a long fight to redo.
I've seen it happen. Actually, that happened at a GDQ once where someone beat Ganon and fell off.
Look, if it's at GDQ, what you do there is you cover it up. You say that was intentional, I'm just doing a salty run back. The fight wasn't clean enough. Let's do it again. Gamachu with his bow, bailing immediately.
And Scruff Ninja going into Eastern Palace without the bow. He's going to regret that decision. But then again, he doesn't know where the bow's hiding. We do.
So, the only checks we really have left are in dungeons, right?
Yeah, at this point. I mean, I don't know what's on Floating Island, but I think everything else has been confirmed, so we're down to dungeon checks.
So I think Pod and Eastern are probably the smart checks for both Gamma and Zelga. But for Ninja Tuna and GFE, Swamp maybe? It has a high concentration of items. It might give them a clue.
At this point, it has to be Swamp. Because they can't go into Turtle Rock without the cane. But, and Swamp, unless there's something in Eastern...
I'd be worried, honestly, that they find Kane before they find Bo.
No, I mean before they find Hookshot. Yeah, no, I agree. If they find this...
No, before they find Bo. Because
I see what you mean.
If Scruff and GFE don't find that Kane, don't find that Bo first, they're going to go on a wild goose chase, and Gamachu and Zelga are just going to be able to take their time.
Yeah, if they find the Kane here in Eastern, that's game over.
Potentially.
Well, they've only got 2 items left. They've only got 1 item left to check here on Scruff's side. We find the Subble item is just the triple bomb, so nothing good there. So it comes down to what Scruff finds in the big key in the big key room, because that's going to determine whether or not he's going to leave or not. If he can go because he can't go to Armos Knights without the bow.
No.
If he finds the cane, he's going to go to Turtle Rock.
Maybe. There is still Ice Palace for him to check, and it depends.
He hasn't done Meyer yet because he doesn't have flippers.
That's true. So really, this just is a call on Scruff and GFE. Which dungeon do they not want to do?
Absolutely. And
last item in Eastern was bombs.
Down goes
Zelga with the Helmless Sword kill. Nice and clean.
Very nicely done. Gets the map. He's going to go to Eastern after this.
Got a nice burrito after the fight. A good hearty lunch.
Yeah, I'm calling it now. Swamp's the play. They have to go to Swamp, which at this point, this can only lead me, if I'm looking at my tracker correctly, this leads me to one single conclusion. Hookshot has to be in its vanilla dungeon. It has to be in Swamp. They've checked everything else.
No. Red Cane. I heard you being taken aback by that.
The thought just hit me.
Red Cane on left side. On that secret chest on left side. The one that you have to, like, go out of your way to get. Oh, Pyramid Fairy's open.
That's true. Pyramid Fairy's now in play. Once these guys get through Pod and Eastern, Pyramid Fairy is also an option.
I think it'd be funny if Pyramid Fairy was vanilla.
Yeah.
So that they get the bow anyway. But that would make Gamachu and Zelga have a slight advantage because of silvers.
Actually, because of the fact that because Pod is one of the dungeons, you have to have Bo to even get access to Pyramid Fairy in the first place.
Oh, that's true. So only Zelga and Gamachu have access to it.
Exactly.
Huh.
And even then, technically, all of this is out of logic because dark rooms, they need lamp.
Who needs to see? It's overrated. Look, if I can drive without my glasses in, like, blizzard weather, you don't need to see. I'm kidding. I don't actually do that.
I was about to say...
Don't take me seriously. Gamachu got his burrito, and, yeah, that's... Whew. Gamachu and Zelga are neck and neck. GFE went into ice. That's actually really good for him. That puts the logic in the right spot. Where is Ninja Tuna going? We will see. Meyer, looks like. Yep, that's definitely Meyer.
Which is a good call for him because he needs those flippers to get to ice, so that's actually the perfect move for him to make.
I mean, logically, yes, but no, he doesn't. In logic, yes, he does. But does he really?
From what I've seen, fake flippering in Dark World is a little bit trickier. It's doable, but trickier.
Wait. People keep saying Quake is hookshot blocked logically. Where was
Yeah,
Quake?
because of what chest it was at. It was on this. It was past the hookshot room. So yeah, technically Quake is out of logic.
Wait, which hookshot room?
In Ice Palace.
Which one's the hookshot room?
It's the one with the red jellies. And the giant.
Oh, is
gap.
that usually blocked off because of the colored blocks?
No. It's this giant empty void with just.
Yeah, I know the room you're talking about. It's a giant void with the block that you have to hit with the hookshot, and there's like four red jellies that are really annoying because they keep splitting, and you keep having to hit them, and they just don't stop.
Yeah, that's hookshot lock.
But how did they get past that then?
Bomb jump.
Ice Palace bomb jump?
It's the secondary Ice Palace bomb jump. It's not the one that everyone knows, but it is an Ice Palace bomb.
I didn't see either of them do that, but I might have missed it.
I did.
Okay.
I saw him do it. Oh, keep your eye on Zelga-san. He's heading to the bomb shop.
I know the CIA is keeping an eye on him.
Hello, big brother. Don't worry. We're not doing anything wrong. We're just playing the games.
Now I'd like to remind everyone to take a moment and say hi to their FBI agent assigned to them.
Oh, we are in so much trouble. Chat's having fun with that. All right, let's see what the Pyramid Fairies got for us today.
It's all about chat engagement.
Anyway, let's see what we got in here. We have...
Ooh!
Oh, there it is!
Game!
Hold on, let me. That's gotta be Kane! That's gotta be Kane!
Two out of 5.
You want to hear it really done well? You go listen to our give some shout outs to my buddy Phantom Ryu. He's the one that started that little. He just gave me his blessing to continue it.
Has Zelga really not checked over here?
I guess not.
That is such an old check. Oh, Zelga, please don't go into Hyrule Castle. Oh no.
Oh no.
They didn't check any of Hyrule Castle.
They didn't check it. Oh no.
Oh, this is so late to be checking it. I mean, it'll be quick, but dang.
He's probably thinking at this point that he missed something. Like, again, he's still looking for that hook shot. He's like, I missed something. I need to go back and check.
I want to say Gamma will pull ahead here. Although Zelga with the red cane does have a distinct advantage, they can just go do Misery Mire right now. Like, flat out. Even though we have both of the items from it, why not? Get it out of the way. It's something you don't have to worry about. Because we know by now that hookshot is almost certainly in Turtle Rock.
Not entirely. Not entirely. My original assumption is still holding. There is a very high possibility, especially now, that hookshot is in its vanilla dungeon. It could be in Swamp. And I think we're about to find out if that's true or not, because look where Scruff Ninja's at.
I think it'd be funny if it was just the first chest in Turtle Rock. At this point, not even trying to. It's just like the very first chest in Turtle Rock, and then everyone's just seething a little bit.
Oh. I would expect some rage slashes at that point.
Hookshot cannot be in Turtle Rock. Why not?
It could be in Turtle Rock.
It could easily be in Turtle Rock. You don't need it to get in there.
It may not be all the way through Turtle Rock, but it can be in the first few chests. Oh, Quake was locked in Ice Palace, technically.
Oh!
So no, it can't be. So it has to be in Swamp.
Okay.
Now Gamachu has his red cane. So yeah, I'm holding true to what I said. It's here. Scruff Ninja is going to be the first to find Hook.
That would put Scruff Ninja at a pretty distinct advantage.
Not really, because there's still
not
several
for long, but I mean, Zelga's already heading there, I guess.
Yeah, Zelga's on his way to Swamp, so whatever advantage Scruff would have had is going to be gone pretty quickly.
I want to say Scruff has advantage over GFE at that point. But
yeah, kinda. But then again, he's still got to go through Ice Palace to get the bow, and GFE's already got it. So
yeah,
no.
I don't know.
Gamachu, what are you doing?
Gamachu,
what are you doing?
Yes!
Oh,
yes!
No! Oh, no! Not like this. Not like
exactly
this.
Like this.
Oh, my God. Oh, no! This is the worst case scenario for Gamachu. He's gonna look back at this file later. He's gonna realize it. He's gonna be like, "What was I thinking?" Oh, Jesus.
Meanwhile, GFE's clearing Palace of Darkness.
Now we're gonna keep our eye on Scruff Ninja Tuna, see what he finds.
Oh no, I'm looking at Gamachu because this is... I want to see how bad this is.
Well, you check him. You keep your eye on him. I'll keep my eyes on Scruff. Because the other two, our two bottom runners are just doing stuff we're already seeing.
What if it's Book? What if it's Book and...
All right, let's see. First item on the left side. There it is.
It's hook shot.
There's the hook shot. I believe
tried.
that puts us in no mode.
And a lamp!
Oh, God!
Swamp Palace doubled it! Actually, no! Swamp Palace was in Logic! It's the Meyer doubled it!
What's the play?
Well, yeah. And, okay. This is just theory on my part, but Swamp Palace is usually a good check, even if you don't clear it. Even if you're never going to clear it, because it is such an item-dense area. It
has 6 items in it.
Yes.
And that's not including dungeon items. That is 6 randomized items.
Yeah.
So that's a total of, what, 10 chests, I think? Because there's, like, several keys. Oh, actually, no, we're not. Probably, like, 12.
Actually, most of the keys in Swamp Palace are not in chests.
That's true, because you've got the one in the center room. You've got the one in the floodable room. You've got the one before that. And both floodable rooms have a key hiding behind them.
Scruff does still need the bow, but we know where the hookshot is, so that means Zelga is going to be the first person in go mode.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Gamachu is going deep.
This is a mistake. This is such a mistake.
I mean, I'm going to need you to put a little salt on that, because salt makes mistakes taste great.
Down here, salt is a way of life. And there's the red meringue. We haven't seen any of those in this entire scene. I'm going to assume blue meringue is, if it's not in Turtle Rock, it's going to be hiding in GT, which means we're never going to see it.
Zelga, in go mode, going to be the second person to kill Octomom?
Argus.
Argus, okay.
And that means it's time for me to make a call. Ladies and gentlemen, if you check your phones, your watches, your timekeeping devices at this time, you will find that Zelga-san has officially entered Go Mode time.
Not go time?
Also, chat, a little early to be calling numbers.
Actually, we don't need numbers.
Yeah, we don't need those tonight.
We don't do numbers here. This is fast Ganon.
We don't even get to do Ganon's Tower, so you won't be doing the key guessing game tonight.
Nope. So yeah, 0 is the correct number.
And down goes Argus. There's the compass.
Although technically you can guess the key still, we just will never know who's right.
Unless someone forgets and accidentally goes into Ganon's Tower, which could happen. I know the runners were joking about that earlier in the SRL chat. There's the mushroom for Gamachu.
Finding all the other items. I wonder if they'll find silvers.
That would be funny. That would be very funny.
You know, it's weird. I often see silvers in GT, even though I know it's not, like, it's not required by logic for it to be there. Scruff gets the gold blade.
It's like butter.
Fully upgrading the sword. It is now Vorpal. Cuts heads off with a 20.
And he's gonna go into Ice Palace at last.
Wrong game.
Get your head on straight, my friend. So now all Zelga-san has to do is go back to Misery Mire, rush straight to Vitreous, and then he's off to the Big Pig. Let's see what's on Laser Bridge here for Gamachu, since he's gone this far as it is. Half magic? Well, that's nice.
Gamachu, use that half magic and just use your cape, please. You're making me nervous.
Seriously, what are you doing? Oh, there's the compass. So
he's actually really good at this.
He's doing really good, admittedly. And 50 rupees.
Now,
he's gonna fight Tridac.
Why not at this point?
You might as well. You've come all this way. You might as well just finish the job. Also, GFE says he got the Canis Samaria. He's going... Actually, yeah, he got the bow, so he's got the Canis Samaria now. He's going through Misery Mire, so he's going to be killing Vitreous pretty soon, too.
He's already been here
all
once,
he'll have left is...
He stole the keys. He's going to come in the back door. Stab Vitreous in his sleep.
Oh,
Gamachu,
I feel bad for Gamachu right now. I feel really bad for Gamachu right now.
You know, it's a call. It's not a good call, but it's a call.
But he gets the quick kill at least. What does Trinex drop?
That's actually the fastest I've seen Trinex killed.
Close. Oh, the other 300. Not even worth it.
No. Frustration slashes.
Oh, man. I feel bad.
You know he's just like, oh, I had to go to Swamp, didn't I?
Yep. Also, we should comment that we have had 2 forfeits since the race began. Both Orange and McKinks has forfeited from the races we started. As Zelga-san now taking on Vitreous. We're getting a mushroom check to boot. He's like, I got the mushroom out of this. I might as well at least see what it is.
Might as well. Vitreous down. Zelga-san. It's just a book in Gamachu's hands.
That makes it worse, because that means there's 2 more checks to open, plus a pet check.
Gamachu's frustrated. They're going for the ether tablet.
Yeah. But Zelga-san has finished off his final boss, and now it's time for the big pig.
You smell that?
I believe I do.
You do? It's just like a succulent pork roast over an open fire.
You know what it smells like, my friend? It smells like bacon. Sorry, are we making you folks hungry?
One of these days, I'm just gonna look up, like, I'm gonna write up a description ahead of time of, like, a Hawaiian luau feast. And just go into his...
Gamachu found silvers on ether tablet!
Oh!
I was
That's
about
not
to
what you
ask.
wanna
I wonder where
find.
those silvers were hiding. Now we know.
None of these runners probably need silvers.
They've got tempered sword, and hell, Scruff's got gold sword. They can do mastered sword or silverless Ganon, no problem.
Half magic and silvers are consolation. Gamachu did
pretty
Misery
much.
Mire. Gamachu dipped Misery Mire. That's why he has the flippers. You know what? Since we have it, might as well check Bombos. Why not?
Might as well.
Gamachu's probably just thinking, you know what? I'm not going to win the race at this point. I might as well satisfy my curiosity.
He might as well have some fun.
Oh no, if his goal is to have fun, we're going to see him go into GT.
Oh god.
Or Aghanim's Tower. Look, if I knew I was far behind and gonna lose, I'd just go into Aghanim's Tower. Just straight up.
Oh, he's going to Swamp. He's done. He's gonna kick himself so hard. And I've seen Gamachu race before. He's a good runner. Like, this has got to be frustrating. And now Zelga-san's like, gets the clue.
It's not necessarily that he made bad calls either. It's just, I think he forgot logic.
Yeah. And to be fair, that kind of logic is very tricky. So it's not even like it was a rookie mistake. It was one of those things like you just got so caught up in everything, and it's very easy to forget that was logic blocked.
Now I haven't been counting the hits for Zelga, but I believe we're about to see a dead Ganon.
And nobody else has claimed first place yet. We could be seeing our first place winner right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen. And there it is. We've got Bacon.
Pumbaa has fallen. Now, is he going to dash off the ledge?
I kind of doubt that. And ladies and gentlemen, Zelga-san has taken first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 25 seconds.
Congratulations, Zelga-san.
Indeed. Get your GGs in chat, which you guys are already doing. You guys are awesome people. Let's get our man on the air here. We have Zelga-san joining us here in the call. Zelga, congratulations on your victory. Oh, give him a minute.
Meanwhile, we've got Scruff Ninja finally clearing out Eastern, and Gamachu and GFE aren't going to be too far behind Zelga with going to go get their hook shots. Ooh. Scruff Ninja is going to have a little bit of work to do. They did not clear Pod yet. They're doing Eastern first. So, between Gamachu and GFE, who do you think's gonna win?
Looking at things, I'm gonna put my money on GFE. Yeah, it's GFE because he's already cleared Meyer, so all he's got to do is finish Swamp, and he's...
GFE would have to have some really bad hits from Ganon. Like, Ganon would have to stall him for at least a good 6-7 minutes.
Yeah.
It's happened.
Oh, yeah, we should also note, considering what sprite he had, Zelda-san basically just walked up to Ganon and went, "Take that!"
You know, I actually need to play the Phoenix Sprite games.
Zelga, you might want to check your mic. We can't hear you, man. But yes, you do need to play the Phoenix Sprite game. I actually own the HD collection that just came out not that long ago.
See, I was intending to buy that. Abducted.
As someone who owns that collection, yeah, absolutely. It's a faithful recreation. It doesn't mess with too much. It just gives the sprites a nice cleanup, and it's so good.
Gamachu's got the hook shot. GFE is heading to get it.
Hey, is the mic working now?
Hey,
there we go.
Zelga.
Hey, thank you.
How's first place feel?
Pretty good. I felt like I read the logic on this one pretty well. So that was honestly just what I was really hoping for when I got, all those things were in Sphere 1. Like you get the mitts, the flute, the pearl, a sword, boots, obviously, Sphere 1, Bombo Sphere 2. It's like, okay, there's obviously something that I need over here, so we just need to get into Meyer as soon as we can. And then when it was flippers, it was just follow the flippers, and that was the game.
Pretty much, like the flippers were telling you to go to Swamp and Ice, which, I think a lot of people were scared about Ice Palace, but unfortunately it was kind of telling you gotta have to go there, because guess what? Bo's hiding there.
Nobody likes
we can tell you this right now. You weren't finding the other bow upgrade, because that was on the Ether tablet, which was hiding behind the book, which was hiding behind the mushroom, which was in Turtle Rock.
I was technically right.
I'm curious. Oh, it looks like, did Gamachu go into Turtle Rock?
Yes, he did.
See,
he probably would have been right behind you if he hadn't gone into Turtle Rock. He went a couple other places first. He went to the castle first, and then he just decided, screw it, I'm going into Turtle Rock, and it just kind of fell apart from there.
Actually, if Gamachu hadn't checked Turtle Rock, he probably would have won.
I could believe that, seeing where they're at now. But whenever
close, for sure.
It was, with me, it was, the last two items I needed were Hookshot and Samaria, and Samaria blocked Turtle Rock, and Quake was Hookshot locked. So I just knew there was no point going to Turtle Rock at the time.
Yeah, I think that was the problem Gamachu had, is I think he forgot that the Quake medallion was Hookshot locked, so he didn't think about that and thought that there might be Hookshot in Turtle Rock, because that's the only reason he would have gone there, because he'd already gotten Kane and Samaria by that point too.
Okay, that makes sense. Like,
I swear there's another way to get into that room.
I think the only other option I had was Graveyard Ledge, except for going into Swamp. So
there was nothing in Graveyard Ledge.
Graveyard Ledge was a bust. But we in between all four of you guys, aside from Ganon's Tower, this seed was full clear.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I imagine that several people, maybe not necessarily on the restream, but a lot of people probably wouldn't want to dive into Meyer pretty early without Samaria. So I could understand why.
Meyer or Ice.
Also, we should announce that Dracaris has taken second place with a time of 124.57, and Megawatt has taken third place with 125.40.
Looks like, is GFE making the run to Ganon? It looks like it.
Straight to Ganon. He just got nothing else to do. He's just got to go the long way around.
Ninja Tuna about to go get their red cane.
They're about to hit go mode is what they're doing.
Yep. So the placement for this I'm looking at GFE, Gamachu, and then Ninja Tuna, probably.
That seems like a logical setup there.
Some kind of wrench would have to get knocked into to stop that.
Yeah. So, Zelga, what would you say was the point where you started losing your mind in terms of, like, where is this item?
Honestly, I was routing this weird from the very start. Like, when you get mitts in the top of Kakariko, so I just skipped the rest of it to do Dark World, and then took the Smith on a tour. Everything was just weird in this seed, honestly.
That is gotta be the longest world tour I've ever seen that poor Smith go on.
Yeah, you made Smith spend all his money on souvenirs. He only had one rupee to spend on you.
Yeah, that was a little rude. You know, I was trying to be nice, show him all over Hyrule, and I don't even get a good tip for it. I actually lose 9 rupees.
Right. Also, we could comment, Wayne has finished 4th place with 130.18.
GFE is in the middle of the Ganon fight right now. They are on the teleport phase. Gamachu is coming up on Vitreous, and Tuna is... they're just now entering the main portion.
So yeah, they're pretty much right behind.
Ninja Tuna can see the dust from Gamachu's trail. But Gamachu has silver arrows.
Gamachu, yeah, very quickly finishing off Vitreous there, thanks to those silver arrows. He's got the easiest Ganon fight, but it's still not going to be fast enough because GFE's already on phase 4. It's going to be over.
Yeah, he'd have to get knocked off at this point. Which, I don't think that's going to happen.
No. I've seen GFE. He's a really good runner. He's not going to get knocked off that easily.
I mean, sometimes the bats just want you off. Or kill him. He's taking a couple hits. No. Okay. That is a dead Ganon.
Before Gamachu can even get to him. GG's already in flying in chat as GFE enters the room and finishes in 5th place with an official time of 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 28 seconds.
You know, this is actually a pretty quick seed.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, the race I calmed earlier this week was still faster, but then again, it was kind of hard to top that madness that happened on Tuesday. Good God. If you had not seen the race that happened on Tuesday, my lord, that is probably one of the fastest seeds I've ever had the pleasure of commenting.
Siotis, no, I do not believe there are any more races tonight, unfortunately, but there will be plenty of races tomorrow. Please feel free to come back and check then.
Schedule's located down in the description below, so you can always pull that up and see what we've got coming around the pipe. Got so many different tournaments going on, so many different races, dailies and otherwise. You don't want to miss out. Alright, with that, let's get GFE in here. We've got GFE joining us here on the call. GG, GFE.
Oh, GG's. Good seed.
GG's, GFE.
Oh, man. So I'm just gonna say this. I was so close to just going into ice after I fake flippered into Waterfall Fairy.
It would have been a good call.
I chose to go to Meyer, and then when I saw flippers, I was like, well, that could point to Hookless Swamp, that could point to Pendant Ice, which I should have done to begin with. But Hook is just hanging out in the eastern pod area, so I went with the high percentage play and did it.
And Gamachu also killing Ganon.
Those silver arrows did him good. By the way, in case you're asking, GFE, silvers, ether tablet, hiding behind book, mushroom in Turtle Rock.
Wait, what?
You had to get.
Why do you get that?
Because Gamachu got missed. He lost the lodge.
I cursed Gamachu at the start of the run.
Anyway, Gamachu does finish the race 6th place with a time of 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 32 seconds.
Oh yeah, speaking of the logic, when I was going after Pod to do Pyramid Fairy, the reason I walked down to Swamp first was my brain. I was going over the Ice Palace key logic and trying to think, okay, there's no way Quake is not hook locked, right?
Yeah, I think that's what happened with Gamachu, is that he forgot that Quake was hookshot locked, so he was trying to find that hookshot and didn't think to check its vanilla dungeon and went into Turtle Rock thinking it was. We're gonna find out soon because he's gonna.
I'll ask. Did he find Lamp then?
Yes,
No.
he did.
Well, eventually, once he got to Swamp, but he skipped Swamp for Turtle Rock first.
Oh,
And
yeah.
speaking of, Gamachu joining us here in the call. Gamachu, GG.
Hey, GG's, GG, GFE, and Zelga.
Yo, GG's
Yeah,
guys.
GG's, man. Hey,
All right.
where was Lamp?
Lamp was,
Lamp was in Swamp. It was on the opposite side of the hook shot.
yeah.
Oh, it was the second chest.
Yep.
Well,
So,
it didn't
Gamachu,
matter.
I think the
got my torch
question-
glitch.
Yeah. Gamachu, we have to ask the obvious question. What made you think to go into Turtle Rock?
Sounded much better than Swamp, that's for sure. I don't like to dive hookshotless Swamp, and I'm pretty sure that Quake was not hookshot locked with a key layout.
That's the thing. It was. Everyone was saying it was hookshot lock.
I still swear there's another way to get into that room.
Was there a small key on the right side?
I don't think so.
Anytime
the
that the big key is available
the
in
big
those,
key
in those three.
And 2 smalls on the left side. I
Oh, it-
think Big Key knocks that out of logic, like he was saying.
What was the big key? I forget.
Compass chest, very first one.
Oh, that's the first chest.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, basically the seed was telling you should have gone to Swamp. But, hey, you know what? You still finished with a reasonable time. You took 6th place. And we just had a ton of people finish up while we were talking. Frostbite 3030. Actually, no, hold on. We missed one up here. Hitsuyan takes 7th place with 135.35. Frostbite 3030 in 8th place with 136.47. Obscure Lifeform in 9th with 137.05. Big Dunka takes 10th place with 137.36, improving his PB by a whole 5 minutes.
Nice.
And Guitar Girl takes 11th place with 137.38.
Excellent. And Ninja Tuna will be joining them shortly because he just killed Ganon. That is all 4 of our runners finished with the game. Ganon is beaten. We can have a barbecue. I hope somebody brought refreshments.
And with that, Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna takes 12th place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 14 seconds.
Excellent.
And right on cue, Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna joins us here on the call. Scruff, GG. Oop, Scruff, you there?
Scruff GG.
There we go. Now I can hear
There we
people.
go.
Excellent.
So, how you feeling about that race?
That was fun. I'm sad that more of my wacky antics didn't pay off, but yeah. Also, am I the only person that didn't get silvers? Because that hint was just a gut punch.
Actually, only one of the 4 of you
Yeah, I
guys
didn't
got
get 'em.
silver. Gamachu is the
Oh,
only
thank God.
one. Here's the thing. Silvers, Ether Tablet, Book, blocked by Mushroom, in Turtle Rock.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I fell for that.
I predicted that as soon as we were looking for Kane.
I was gonna say, my go mode was Kane. How the heck did you guys not get a bow before getting to Turtle Rock.
Oh, I was looking for the hook shot.
They all found the
Oh.
book. Just the silvers was what threw them off. Was what he ended up finding by the end. Because yeah, that whole combo. Ooh.
Yeah, I should have paid more attention to the key layout. I thought for sure it wasn't, but oh well. I learned
Left
something
side
new.
swamp, man. Always bet on it.
It is a lesson you can take to your next run.
Indeed. And to be fair, one thing I've always said when it comes to the Link to the Past randomizer, always check pendant dungeons. This was just the one time you didn't really need to.
Mine's always check swamp.
Swamp's a good one to check. Still, this seed though, like we were talking earlier, how this seed just very early on. I should have called this earlier, but when we got through Kakariko, I should have been calling, what is going on with this seed? Moon Pearl and Mitts, plus a fighter's sword and a couple of other items within 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, I think that was a really stacked Blind's hideout, and a free hammer right afterwards. What was the hammer? I forget where it was.
Back of Escape. You could have missed it if you went straight to Dark World.
By the way,
you guys did
anyone get the mirror before going to Kakariko?
No, but I stayed with the Sphere 1 checks because I didn't want to miss something with all that was in CAC. So I actually got mirror before. I even did Death Mountain before I did Dark World.
I think I did every single overworld check before I dipped a dungeon.
That was a lot of you guys. You guys went a long time without checking dungeons. But this seed kind of encouraged that because there was a lot of stuff in the overworld, so I don't entirely blame you. But yeah, this seed, and then of course, as what happens whenever you get a lot of early good items, you hit the wall where it just takes forever to find anything after that. So that was kind of interesting to watch.
Yeah, there's always a catch when you get all those good items early on. But I mean, if you understand the key layout for Ice Palace, it wasn't really that bad overall. You could have skipped on a full TR clear. Hey, but at least I managed to get silvers. That's something.
Yeah, it made up time, and you didn't end up in dead last. So in fact, you made what, 6th place? That's still pretty impressive, all things considered.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, getting that time with the TR clear is crazy.
Yeah, that's a credit to your skills as a runner there, Gamachu. No shame there.
Yeah, it's just a little sad, you get the mushroom, then you turn it in for the book, and then that opens up 2 more fetch quest location. I'm like, please stop. Enough.
Not to mention that shovel was also on right side Ice Palace.
Oh
yeah,
right. Yeah, I also did that one too. I shouldn't have bothered with right side.
Hey, you know what? At least all 4 of you can take comfort of the fact none of you forgot to skip GT. None of you did GT, so at least you didn't make that mistake.
But Hitsuyan did.
Hitsuyan did. Oh, I wish I could have seen that.
Yeah, he mentioned that in the race channel. I don't see how he got the time he got with that. But Big Key was apparently in Bob's chest, so there's that.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm seeing the SRL chat now. Hey, he did do GT. Wow. Oh, he's gonna be again. Yeah, you say poor Hitsy on RG Commander, but he got what 3rd place, even with that. So my God.
He finished, I think, right behind Gamma, maybe.
No,
somewhere in there.
Before Gamma.
7th. Yeah, Hitsu got 7th.
Oh, that's right. I was close.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here, but before I do, thank you guys so much for the commentary. Thanks to our trackers there. Looks like RG Commander, and I'm assuming Etium's the other one.
Yep. Etium is our tracker there.
And thanks to everybody who gets these together. It's really enjoyable just being able to get together like this, and I'm with all the guys in the community and ladies as well, of course. So really appreciate you all.
And we appreciate you. Any final thoughts from the rest of our runners before we wrap this up?
Just echo that. GG's everyone, and appreciate the commentary, the tracking, the restream, everything. It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. GG's to everybody, and thank you all for putting this together.
GG's, and I'll win next time.
I believe in you,
Bold
Scruff.
words, my friend. Bold words. Hope let's see you pull that off. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed our runners, make sure you give them a follow. Mr. Scruff, Ninja Tuna, Gamachu, GFE12, and Zelda-san. Give them a follow there on Twitch. And of course, shout outs to our trackers, RG Commander, and of course, Edium, and myself and my co-commentator, Drake Tempest. Drake, a pleasure working with you, my friend.
A pleasure working with you as well. I think that's probably the best time to sign off.
That's what I'm doing right now. And of course, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you follow all of our channels, Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6, for all the races we've got going on. Again, schedule located down in the description so you can see what races are coming up around the corner. So all of that going on. But in the meantime, we want to thank you guys for joining us as always. On behalf of everyone here at the Speed Gaming family, my name is The Shades, and we will see you guys next time. Rock on!
Peace!